Hello. Let's start off using the African Goddess Rising Oracle. Message for the collective. What would you like the collective to know? Message for the collective, please. Loving messages for the collective. Which goddess has a message for the collective? We have number 41. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. I'll do my best. Inokosazana. Celestial alignment. Okay, rainbows, rainbow light may be significant, relevant for someone. Celestial alignment. And number 40. All right. Yamaya, awakening. All right. Noticing the dolphins. She looks exuberant, joyful, and she is pregnant. Making me think of the Empress. She's immersed in water, submerged in water. Okay? Emotional fulfillment. But you also may be at this time feeling quite emotional, emotionally vulnerable and tender. Going through a roller coaster of emotions. So much potential in looking at her. Pregnant belly. Pregnant with possibilities. Okay, let's read about awakening. Okay. Number 40, Yamaya, Goddess of Awakening, Yoruba/Nigeria, the Temple of High Priestesses, the element of water. Goddess Yamaya controls the ocean, the amniotic fluid that nurtures us before we know ourselves. The healing, loving energy of this Yoruba mother, Orisha, deity, never leaves you. Yamaya's guidance, wake up, awaken now to your true self. Are those tears of joy or sorrow? Sometimes they feel similar, don't they? Joy and sorrow. Crying tears of joy. Let them out. Yamaya swallows your tears. Here's your embodiment message. You are vibrating at a higher frequency, so you see everything differently. This is Goddess Rising. You are waking up, and once you have experienced awakening, you can never go back to not knowing. And sometimes our human selves may wish to go back to go back to sleep, so to speak. What is that saying? Ignorance is bliss. Okay. But at a soul level, you know that is not the case. You came here. We all came here to awaken during this transformative time on planet Earth. It is not called the Great Awakening for no reason. The path of awakening is not straight, comfortable, or easy. You have chosen to lift the veil and have a real relationship with the divine. You didn't come to transcend this world while you're living in it. You came here to dig into the soil, plant yourself, and grow. This ascension is your divine purpose. The goddess declaration is, I am receiving and radiating love. Okay, giving and receiving energy here. Okay, and also let's go on to number 41, Celestial Alignment. Goddess of Celestial Alignment, Zulu/South Africa, Temple of High Priestesses, again, the element of water. Lots of cups energy here. Emotions, relationships. Okay. Lots of love. Inokosasana is the healer of healers and the teacher of teachers, whose love for humanity makes the corn grow. She dwells in foamy waters, but is known as the heavenly princess. As above, so below is celestial alignment. Your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. Your embodiment message is, how do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but Goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of God, Goddess. Goddess declaration, I am always being guided in the right direction. Okay. Aligning through your feelings, the power of your feelings, impacted, influenced by your thoughts. There's a ripple effect. So getting into the energy of joy, if at all possible, just do your best. Being humans, perfection is not expected of us. If that were the case, there would be no human race. Okay. In seeing that, is this a lamb or a goat? I don't know. Yeah, making me think of being gentle on yourself. Especially if you're feeling quite emotional. Purging, releasing. Okay. Yes, let's go to the Archangel Animal Oracle cards. Which animal has a message for the collective? Which animal has a message for the collective? Wolf. Be independent, but work together. Okay, potentially you may be a lone wolf. You spend a lot of time alone. You may be more introverted in nature. You recharge in solitude rather than by being surrounded by lots of other people. This is an omen, so to speak, that yes, you're a very independent person, but this path of yours, on this path of yours, this journey, this ascension journey, you will be meeting with other souls, collaborating with other like-minded souls. Page 132. I did a little emotional purging before I clicked record. Okay. Let's skip to the guidance. This is the card of the spiritual teacher. Okay, didn't we read about teacher? Was it during the reading of the celestial alignment? No, it was about awakening, maybe? Am I imagining things? Yes, okay. Goddess of celestial alignment. She is the healer of healers and the teacher of teachers. Okay. This is the card of the spiritual teacher. When you choose it, you are reminded to be disciplined about your spiritual practice, as this is very important to your progress. So you likely have a daily ritual where you commune with the divine. Perhaps you have an altar, a specific space in your home devoted to nurturing your spiritual growth. When you choose it, you are reminded to be disciplined about your spiritual practice, as this is very important to your progress. Act nobly and honorably, whatever the circumstances, for many will look up to you. Okay, so teaching, if you're not already doing that, and you don't need to be a teacher in the traditional sense, teaching in a classroom, for example. We are examples whether we are doing it intentionally or not. Yeah, itchy, okay. Act nobly and honorably, whatever the circumstances, for many will look up to you. You must learn to trust your inner guidance, then decide who you have confidence in and give them your loyalty. You need to know who you can trust because you have wisdom and healing to impart. Okay, discernment. Exercising discernment. You have a lot of wisdom and discernment. You have knowledge and wisdom. Okay, and this message is falling on page 133. The number 133 may be significant. Specifically, 33 is standing out because with the mention of the teacher making me think of, master number 33, often depicted as a master healer, master teacher, often associated with the ascended master, Jesus. Okay, then decide who you have. Okay. You need to know who you can trust because you have wisdom and healing to impart. Look for like-minded others and gather them to you, as together you can fulfill your missions more effectively than if you work alone. And this is one of the many things that Spirit is orchestrating on your behalf. Orchestrating the energies to meet with your soul tribe. Whether you are aware of it or not, you can spread the unconditional love and light of the gold ray of Christ, okay, speaking of Jesus, which has a huge energetic impact on those around you. Let me read that again. Whether you are aware of it or not, you can spread the unconditional love and light of the gold ray of Christ, which has a huge energetic impact on those around you. Okay, so yes, indeed, you are rising. You are rising in frequency, and that frequency can be felt. We are all energy. We impact one another. Even when we're not speaking, we don't have to speak. We're just being. We are energy. Okay. I'm looking at the Dragon Oracle now. Okay, so the teacher is awakening, if it hasn't already. The teacher in you is awakening. Okay. You're meant to use your throat chakra in some way. Maybe not using your physical voice. That's one of the possibilities. But maybe through writing, for example. We have dark blue galactic dragon. Wow. Helps you listen to the voice of the universe. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. Okay. Wow. Let's see. Dark blue galactic dragon. Where would I find that? Wow. It's a 9th dimensional dragon on page 104. Okay. These dragons shimmer with golden sparkles of cosmic wisdom, for they harness the light of the stars, planets, and constellations. When we are ready, they touch us with this light, enabling us to embody the illumined energy and wisdom they contain. While many of us are now able to attune to the ninth dimension, it is still an awesome light filled with joy, love, and wisdom beyond our current comprehension. Dark blue galactic dragons can send bursts of this cosmic searchlight through us to ignite the hidden codes of our master blueprint, the seventh dimensional light of our soul, so that we can listen to the voice of the universe. Remember, our soul must be at least seventh dimensional for us to receive permission to incarnate on Earth. Your soul journey has taken you to the stars and beyond. The dark blue galactic dragons now invite you to communicate with the masters of the universe, the Intergalactic Council, where you can contribute your energy for the smooth ascension of the planet. It is time to listen and serve. Ask the wondrous dragon who has come to you to tune you into the Intergalactic Council, where you will be offered the honor of petitioning the council. Decide whether your petition is for the welfare of animals or humanity, or to assist the ascension of the planet. Then ask the dragon to take you to the council to present your petition. Wow, lots of steps here. You can make up your own steps. You are the creator of your reality. Okay. Dark blue galactic dragons will also instruct you during meditation or sleep, and that may already be happening. This will enable you to serve in a galactic capacity and will hugely expand your energy fields. Okay. Where to next? Where to next? The Psychic Tarot. Oh, look at that. This flipped over. Recognition and reward. Okay. More on this, please. Recognition and reward. I believe that is the Three of Pentacles. Emotional withdrawal, which is the Eight of Cups. Moving on energy. But this person is either praying or in meditation, going within, withdrawing within, withdrawing from external distractions and influences and going within, consulting with his inner wisdom. Okay, can you give us more here? The Moon, 18 shadow. You may be seeing 818. Your inner work. Your inner work is being recognized, acknowledged by Spirit. And Spirit always wants us to acknowledge ourselves, to give ourselves credit for the growth, for our growth, our evolution. For some reason, and I do not, smoke weed or anything like that, but I am smelling cannabis. I don't know why. Love begins. This is the Ace of Cups. The Emperor. Okay, you are growing in authority here. Yeah, it makes me think the teacher within is awakening. This is something that, yeah, that was part of your master blueprint. This is one of your heart's desires. Okay, we also have the Ace of Pentacles. This is leading to material stability as well. Doing something that you love. Expressing your voice. Sharing your wisdom. Transformation. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, that makes me think accelerated motion. Celestial alignment. Alignment is happening. Base chakra. Yep, that makes me think of the Emperor. Okay, lots of ones. Lots of ones. We have 3 ones so far. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, base chakra. 1, 1, 1. And we have the Emperor's counterpart. You're also manifesting your divine counterpart. Both standing in your personal power. Stable within. Abundant. Fertile with possibilities. Make me, yes, I think we mentioned the Empress when looking at the Awakening card. Okay, so you and your counterpart will likely be working together. Okay, we saw the Three of Pentacles. That could also entail collaborating with others. And we already read about somewhere, I don't know which guidebook, of meeting with like-minded souls, working with like-minded souls. Okay, it was a wolf card. Be independent, but work together. You are independent. So is the partner that you're attracting to you. But you are a great team. You'll be working beautifully together, harmoniously together. Okay, and look at this. 2 of Cups, spiritual union. This is all happening in divine timing. Alignment. The energies have to be at a certain frequency. Trapped in fear. What is this energy? Trapped in fear. That's the 8 of Swords. And the Tower. Okay. Yeah, I've been seeing the Tower lately. Powerful transformation. Okay. Divine intervention, sudden change. Can you tell us more about this Tower energy? Stand your ground. 7 of Wands. Staying in your own lane. Okay. So, potentially you may be looking outside of yourself, getting distracted, perhaps energetically getting entangled in external drama. And that may be feeding into fear-based thoughts, fear-based vibrations. Tell us more about this Tower energy, please. Movement, choices, decisions. patience. This is the Temperance card. Something's being divinely orchestrated here. This is something about one of the seeds that you have sown. So your human self may feel like giving up at this time. But something is imminent. Can you tell us more about this movement, choices, and decisions? High Priestess. Okay, and we saw the starter cards. They're both from the Temple of High Priestesses. You're highly intuitive, spiritually gifted. Okay, so yeah, making choices, making decisions, listening to your heart, your intuition, okay, instead of your ego. Your human self is afraid of this change, of this transformation. Facing the new can be scary. Facing the unknown. Choose wisely. Okay, lots of a strong energy of choices, opportunities, right? We got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Lots of possibilities. So going within, making decisions by going within. Discernment, using discernment. If something fills you with fear, anxiety, that's a big clue right there. Listen to your feelings. We read about that somewhere. Pay attention to how you feel. The Star. Okay. Okay. What would you like to say about the Star energy? Positive movement forward. Yeah, an energy to keep going. During this transitional phase, yeah, the human may just want to give up. You may have been waiting, anticipating, because you have such a powerful intuition. Third eye. But your physical reality may look the same. So your human self may think, okay, I'm actually not evolving. That is not the case. The teacher awakens. Here's the Hierophant. The teacher is awakening. The teacher within is awakening. The wise one within is awakening. Yeah, you are meant to share your wisdom somehow. You're a creator. You're going to do it in your own unique way. Okay. Final message. Wow, I always mean to keep these short, but it's over half an hour. Closing message, please. One, 4, 3. You're on pace to manifesting your dreams into form. New beginnings, leadership. Okay, Hierophant. High Priestess, Emperor, Empress. Stability, B chakra. Creativity, self-expression, expansion. Embrace your talents. Okay, let's get one more. 31:33 on the timer. Shifts can feel like rifts, yes. So it's very understandable that the human self is feeling scared during this time of uncertainty. So many contrasting energy is swirling in the atmosphere, okay, and within. Okay, and here's a message, potentially, from your divine counterpart. You may already be communicating with one another in a multitude of ways through song lyrics. And here's one of those song lyrics, potentially, or a song title. This is by Michael Bolton, A Love So Beautiful. There you go. All right, let's end it there. Thank you so much. Take care.